Abandon all hope, ye who listen. It's the Nether Region Podcast. His workout routines mainly consist of pelvic floor exercises. Here's failed comedian. He's nodding his head. Ian Hamilton.
That's true. That's true.
You love a pelvic floor exercise, don't you?
I mean, I've explained it on the podcast before, but if you do a pelvic floor exercise, well, if you do pelvic floor therapy, it means somebody's basically sticking their finger up your butt and massaging you from the inside out.
Right.
And that's true. And I did go through that for about a year. Yeah. And it really helped.
You are like a little puppet. You're like a little puppet.
I'm just obsessed with my pelvic floor health, really is what it comes down to.
You have a bad back.
I have a well, it's all connected, Art.
Right.
It's all connected.
You famously were trying to lift too many things when you were on a PA on a movie set.
No, well, it was more about being a stagehand at Webster Hall, and our job was to
Which you
lift,
failed at.
Which I failed at because, although I was buff at the time, so this is how your body tricks you. Is I was buff at the time, but little did I know I was accordioning my back, and so we would have to carry all the sound equipment up 2.5 flights of stairs because the building was built in the 1880s and it didn't have an elevator.
And by buff, you mean someone had shined you over like they do to like linoleum floors?
Oh my God.
Not like actually physically fit.
I can't believe you said that because my guess this week for how I died.
Whoa, Ian. Anyway.
Oh, anyway.
Oh my God.
I almost jumped the gun.
I failed at entering a podcast.
Remember buffing, okay? Everyone out there that's not listening, because nobody listens.
Nobody listens to this.
Just remember me being buffed, okay? That'll come back in a minute.
Big, huge payoff. Massive payoff.
Anyway. I'm your co-host, failed comedian Ian Hamilton, and I'm dead and in hell. With me here is my devilish tormentor, Art Brimstone.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Who forces me to relive my failed comedy dreams on Earth by podcasting and interviewing the living and the dead about their personal hells, as well as perform the worst torture of all time, improv comedy.
Improv comedy.
Which I hate.
Which you hate and you failed at.
And I failed at miserably.
And you're jaded.
And I had to stop. I just had to stop. And then every once in a while, people
Some might say you were maybe too good.
I think it's one of those things, people just weren't ready for my comedy.
You were a new wave of comedy.
Yeah. All the pratfalls, all the one time I gave myself a really bad concussion on stage at Second City.
If only Paul Stills was still around, he could have just commented on what a performer you are.
He could have bandaged my little head and called an ambulance for me instead of everyone being like, "You okay?"
Yeah. Walk it off.
Yeah. No, they were like, "You okay?" I was like, "I'm fine." I sprung right back up. And then later that night, all the pressure behind my eyes while I was driving to another rehearsal was like, this is bad. And then all the whiplash I felt the next day, I was like, this is really bad.
Wow.
But remember buffering, folks?
Yeah, buffing.
Buffing? No, I'm buffering.
Buffering is what your brain does every time you're trying to think of a bit.
Yeah, I'm buffering right now.
That's right.
So let's get to buffing, because I think that this week how I died was I was sucked into the vortex of a street sweeper who was completely cleaned, waxed, and naked.
Wow.
But dead.
I could see that happening to you, Ian. That is not how you died, but I really think I could see that happening to you because I think that you are unobservant, clumsy inattentive.
Yep.
And, I think you are a human that, quite frankly, the city, I don't even think would pay out for that. They'd be like, well, he kind of looks like trash.
No, I think even though my family's buried under all the debt.
That's right.
I've
the trash you've left behind.
I accrued while alive,
situation.
and they have to deal with it now, which is canon, obviously. They wouldn't even sue because they'd be like, of course.
Of course Ian got swept up by a street sweeper.
Right. And the other thing I have to guess every week is your true name, which I think is Brisbane Saint Germain.
Oh, Brisbane Saint Germain.
Brisbane Saint Germain.
No.
Nar?
No, very close.
Nar.
You're trying to make fun of the Australian people.
No, I just like the
beautiful,
name.
Wonderful. They're the only humans that almost didn't get sent to hell because we love Australians so much.
You know what's interesting?
Because they're kind of living in hell. All those spiders and crazy things that want to kill you over there. I mean, come on.
That's true. I've been to Australia, and there are some giant spiders that come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I could go on and on, but right now I'm distracted, okay? Because your torment this week is you made me wear a heavy, itchy wool sweater.
Ooh, yeah, you
all
hated
week,
that.
and I'm still wearing it.
You gotta wash those things first.
You won't let me.
But I didn't let you.
And there's no water down here in the basement in hell.
No, of course not.
So it's just itchy wool.
Yeah, I know. And it's not even a good look for you. It's a bad color.
No, and you'd think being Irish as hell, it would look good on. If anyone's supposed to look good in a sweater like this, it's me.
Yeah.
But I don't.
No. It's way too, like, stringy.
No. And the way it fits over my pumpkin-shaped body,
Yeah.
it's not a good look.
I mean, you do look like, you look like an Irish sheep herder that got swept up by a street sweeper. And it's just spit out.
Hey, you just buffed me.
Hey.
Oh, my hair is gone. Oh, that makes the wool so much worse.
Oh, well, Ian, you know what? Making the wool worse, I don't know, maybe maybe today's guest could sing you a little song to make you feel better.
It sounds like a good saying we could come up with. Like people could start saying to each other, you're making the wool worse.
You do love trying to moniker a phrase, don't you?
God, I do. I invented a phrase.
You would love it if someone just one day was like, that's really good. I'm going to write that down.
It's true. I
etch that into a
invented,
board and hang it in my house.
The opposite of that dog will hunt, which is we just got to leave that dead dog in the street. And I got a group of people to start saying it.
The fact that you're proud of that is why you're down here, Ian. Let's get to today's guest. They are a unconventional funk band member, the eldest brother of the Del Puddin family. And they could be found on the $3 bill. I bet you didn't know that, Ian.
I didn't even know there was a $3 bill.
You learned something today.
Oh, yeah, there's a $3 bill. You just never spent one because they're illegal in most states.
Oh, please welcome Maceo Del Puddin.
I'm Maceo Del Puddin. Welcome. Hello, everybody. It's so good to see. Oh, it's wonderful to be here.
Oh,
You're the
Maceo.
first guest we've had that has a voice for a microphone. Let me tell you.
You got a voice for the radio.
Oh, well, I was born and bred for the microphone.
Yeah.
I've spent most of my life, my natural life, when I was alive, in front of a microphone. Now that I'm dead, I'm rarely in front of one. Oh, I miss it.
So this is a boon for you being on the podcast.
Oh, this is the best day in hell I've had in a long time.
I saw Maceo busking down by the eternal frozen lake, and I said, hey, man, you want to come on this pod?
And I said, hell yeah.
Okay, I see what you did there.
That's
Yeah.
right. First, you got to announce where you are, then you agree. Hell yeah.
Okay, so if I saw you at a Starbucks and I said, hey, Maceo, nice to see you, you'd say...
I say, coffin now.
Okay.
I got a lot of good feelings in there.
And if I was at the circus and we're surrounded by animals and other circus performers, and I was like, Maceo, what are you doing here?
Well, it really depends on the location you're at in the circus. Because if in certain places I'd be like, 3 rings good. Or I might be big top, fine. Or I might just be stands well. You know, when you're in the stands.
When you're in the stands
okay.
eating circus peanuts.
Yeah.
That's where I normally eat my circus peanuts. Because I haven't performed in the circus, a few county fairs, but never in the circus.
Wow, you never got up. The Del Puddin family. Tell us a little bit about the history of the Del Puddin family.
They're the funkiest band. We one time had a funk off with Parliament and the Parliament Funkadelics.
Wow.
And we won the funk off.
Wow.
It ended up smelling like Gary.
Were they British, the Parliament Funkadelics?
Oh no, it's George Clinton, Bootsy Collins, and the rest of them.
Okay. But they don't run.
And you don't
country.
really...
They don't run countries. They run the funk world.
You don't get along too well sometimes with other musicians.
No, I hate them Can I cuss?
We're in hell.
We're in hell.
We're in
them
hell.
motherfuckers.
Oh, boy. Here we
I
go.
know what's going to happen. What worse can happen to me? I'm already in hell.
That's right.
That's true. Yeah.
No, I hate George. I tried to sabotage their career,
Really?
but it didn't work. No, one time I stole Bootsy Collins' star-shaped sunglasses thinking it would stop him from performing. It didn't.
But his star just grew even bigger.
Yeah.
It did happen. He got extra funky on the bass.
Yeah, he probably was enraged by that, and it caused him to play even funkier.
Oh, and you can't play the funk without a little bit of anger underneath.
Sure.
You got to be a little bit pissed off to play the funk.
The anger is really the base emotion, the driving force to the rest of the rhythm of your life.
That's right.
Yeah.
And now, Maceo, speaking of these star-shaped glasses, you've got an incredible. Describe your look and this bass that you have here. I mean, this is just.
I haven't worn sleeves since I was about 17. I've only worn vests, so I got my bare chest.
Yeah, you have a very hairy chest.
And it rhymed. Wow.
That's right. And my arms are still very muscular for a man of my advanced age.
You are jacked.
I am just my arms.
This is a buff guy, Ian.
Just my arms. I don't got a six-pack no more. Just got a keg.
Sure.
I just got one keg down there.
I'm polite, so it's like, I think you're really buff, and I just won't bring up that bit of old man sag under the arm that you got.
Yeah, that's just extra skin that you get when you go to hell. You got a lot of extra skin now, pumpkin.
Hey, actually, this was here before I was in hell.
That's the hell of it.
Yeah, this guy didn't get to party, and you probably got up to some crazy party antics being in a funk band. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
I partied one time. Nancy Reagan, she was
the throat coat.
Oh, she was a big cokehead back in the. She was.
I believe
snorting. She tried to just say no, but she could not say no to drugs. Not to cocaine. She said she hated it, just loved the way it smelled.
And is that okay? Did you come up with that beforehand, or did you?
That's a phrase.
Is that true?
That's
is that a phrase?
Nancy said it.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably how she justified it to Ron.
Mm-hmm. That's right. She said otherwise she wouldn't do it.
Nancy, why you got your nose so close to that dust there?
And Ronnie was never there.
Wow. That's him walking in on her. She didn't know
I see
he
what
was
you're saying.
home.
You're doing a scenario.
Right. Nancy, what are you doing?
That's a spot-on Ronald Reagan impression.
Yeah, it's a shame Ian never got to play him in a play or a movie or anything. Can you believe that?
Oh, unbelievable.
I'm thinking of doing a one-man show podcast called Do It for the Gipper.
Oh, Ronnie Reagan, The Forgotten Years.
Yeah, where he's just walking in on Nancy and confused. No, like literally the forgotten years.
That was the last 8 years of his
exactly. We were going the same place.
Oh, yeah. But you want to know more about my history, don't you? No,
course.
You were asking about my looks. Oh, well.
I want to know a little bit more about your bass as well. I mean, this thing is rock.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. This is just one of multiple basses that would play in the band.
Yeah.
Because my brother Citrus also played bass.
Oh. You had two bassists in the band.
Oh, that's how funky that band was. Wow. Oh, my God.
And you're never going to have to worry about getting scurvy with him in the band.
Oh, no, not with Citrus around. He will keep you scurvy-free.
Woo!
Full of the vitamin C.
That was actually one of your well, I don't know if it was your best album, but Scurvy Free.
Scurvy Free was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good album.
But it was so funky it would make your bones ache. So you thought you had scurvy, but you didn't. It was the music just getting to you.
Wow.
I gotta say, I've never had a guest on here before that I liked. I think.
Yeah, it's been very rare.
I could sit and listen all day.
It's my erotic hairstyle.
It is turning me on a little bit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is it's very attractive.
Yeah.
It is part Pepe Le Pew, part James Brown. Al Sharpton, the fat years, is what this hairstyle is all about.
That's what's getting me all excited. It's like how your anger is the the rhythm of your life. Mm-hmm. Being horny and turned on is the rhythm of my life.
I understand when you see a well-coiffed man in hell, you get a little bit, get to poking a little bit.
Right. I mean, there's so little in hell that isn't like oozing and festering down here that really anything that just looks halfway decent.
And my hair's still perfect.
Oh, yeah. It's
perfect. Still looking good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you work really well down here in hell because a lot of the demons, we love a good funk music because it's the sexiest of music. So you can really get up to it, and the world's largest orgy is always playing some funk.
Yeah.
really, you should be playing that at some point in time.
Well,
Maceo.
you would think they would hire me for that gig, but they
Yeah.
don't. They said you will notice my bass here
Yeah.
don't have no strings, cause I am in hell.
Oh no!
There's nothing worse you could do to a brother like me.
I just noticed that there are no strings on this bass.
That's right. So I'm all a cappella all the time. I can't even accompany myself with a bass.
So
Oh,
when
my
you play
God.
music down here, is it all just?
That's me. Yeah, that's me. It's mouth effects.
Yeah. Could you?
Whoa, Ian's gyrating his little hips.
I can't help
yeah,
it.
I
They
still
just
wear the
keep-
booty shorts too.
Can't
so
help but move.
You can't help but to look at
Even when it's
87-year-old dead man in a booty shorts.
with perfectly coiffed hair and muscular sagging arms.
That's right. Oh, it's a complete look.
I gotta say, I know that you're a cappella bass playing, but you can tell how good it is.
Oh,
even,
yeah.
even without
Oh,
the
because I'm
strings.
thumping and popping
right.
on that
right.
bass, but with just my face bass. Bow, 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 bow.
And it's because you believe it. You know.
Yeah. For so many decades, I played I had strings.
Yeah.
So I know what it sounds like
Right.
So
You've got
even-
music. I mean, it
in
comes
me.
from within you.
in me.
Right. I mean, you already said that. Like a good bass line will shake your bones. You know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's in you.
It
Probably
will.
pulverize your bones.
I have broken men's bones with my bass playing.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's when I get a little crazy on the amp.
Wow.
Turn it up too high.
Sorry,
and
on
play
the-
too hard.
Crazy on the what?
Amp.
What?
On the amp.
One more time.
You know the amp. You know them speakers.
Oh,
that you got.
the
You
amp.
got,
Okay.
Yeah, you got them on. You plug in because I ain't playing acoustic bass.
No.
No, I don't do that no more.
No, just a cappella bass now.
That's right.
So, like, I mean, tell us a little bit about your career. right?
Yeah.
I mean,
you've had a storied career.
Oh,
I've heard of
yeah.
you, but I don't really know who you are.
Oh, well, you might remember I had a series of Thanksgiving albums. A lot of people have Christmas albums. So I didn't want, I'm unconventional.
Oh, right. It's Allison's Restaurant and you.
Uh-huh.
That's
That was more just about dinner, I think.
right.
Thanksgiving is a very special meal. So I had a lot of albums, a series of Thanksgiving albums.
Oh, yeah.
Every 2 years I would make a new one.
Wow.
So there was Party on the Sideboard, Thanks Jiving. That was a good one. Funksgiving. That was real obvious.
Yeah, that one
I
charted.
probably could have done that.
That one
That one
charted.
It charted. It went to 99 with a bullet.
That's
went
what-
all the way to 88.
It's one of those things when you think this is too obvious, I'm a hack, but like that's what people want sometimes. They want the obvious.
I know they were like, oh, I know what this is about. Funksgiving. It's about funk and Thanksgiving, a mix.
Right.
It's a hybrid.
And then
Like a Prius. It's the Prius of funk albums.
That's right.
was it you that did the single "Thanks Breakfast, Give Me Some More"? And it was about next day sandwiches.
Yeah. You put a little salt, little butter. A little salt, little butter. Give me
Little
another.
salt, little butter. Little salt, little butter.
That's right. Oh, you remember it?
Yeah,
Sing
yeah.
along. It's a good sing along song.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother. But I felt uncomfortable doing that part.
Oh, you singing that high,
Right.
thinking about butter and all that it entails.
Oh, no.
Wow,
Oh,
Ian
no.
rubbing himself
Oh, no.
quite
You
gingerly
turned
over
me on again.
his wool sweater.
That hair isn't held up by butter, is it?
Oh no,
Okay.
I got pomade.
Oh, okay.
I would not put butter in my hair.
I'm not gonna put my tongue on it then.
No, please.
Ian, please stop licking our guests.
Keep your tongue to yourself.
That was another. That was a B-side.
That was one of my deep cuts. Leave your tongue.
Yeah, that was
to the side.
like on the B-side of a 45, right? Because you did a lot of 45s.
I had a lot of 45s.
Yeah.
Very few, mostly just Thanksgiving albums. And then some EPs.
Oh wow.
I had a number of EPs. And then a lot of 45s.
Yeah.
A lot of 45s.
Wow. And so It's tragic. I mean, it's maybe a cautionary tale for someone like Ian C. Like, you've never had any success, but you had a lot of success. But your family, there was a little bit of contention, and you guys would
we
fight.
We all loved each other, but we were a little too close in age.
Oh, yeah.
Like I had several sisters and a bunch of brothers.
That's right.
And we were all, even though there were a bunch of us, we were all like within 4 years of age.
Oh, let me guess. They would lock you in the closet, or they'd put you in a cardboard box and they'd tape up the cardboard box, and now you're like claustrophobic to this day?
See, no.
No?
Because I was the eldest brother.
That's right.
I did that to my siblings.
Oh, I hate you.
I know.
I hate you now.
Ian's siblings used to
older
call
brothers.
that game Schrodinger's Ian.
Yeah.
They would just lock him in that box.
They'd hope that when they opened it, I was dead.
Right.
Oh no, I didn't hope for nobody to be dead, because the torture would be over then, and that would end the fun.
That's right.
So I wanted them to be alive and to be forever traumatized and forever scarred.
That does seem like it's the older sibling's job. I don't know why.
It is, but all my siblings died at the same time.
Whoa.
Oh, you did not know that.
No,
I
didn't
did not know
that.
about the Dale Puddin peanut farm incident.
No.
Oh, it was a tragic day in the Dale Puddin family history and the whole Dale Puddin family lore, because little did we know, we grew up in Georgia.
Right.
We were all the children of a peanut farmer and her husband. And we had a rule. We had one rule in the Dale Puddin family, and that was, don't get high on your own supply. Just like Scarface.
Oh, no.
Oh, we did not eat peanuts. We were many. I was 62 years old before I ever ate a peanut. We were having a family reunion, a Dale Puddin family reunion. The band, bringing the band back together. We were all AARP members. And we went back to the peanut farm, and we said, my little brother Ron Cat, that's his Christian name. That's
Citrus, Ron Cat, Maceo.
There was Poo Poo Man.
That's his Christian name?
Yeah, that's what Mama named him.
Right.
Poo Poo Man.
Love it.
Ron Cat. He was the one younger than me.
I'm gonna say,
Poo Poo Man.
Poo Poo Man. It sounds like your mom was hanging out with Nancy Reagan. I'm just saying.
No,
she's not in the right mind with that
She wasn't like
one.
that. She would not hang out with the Hollywood elite. Not my mama. She was a down-home girl, peanut farmer.
And she'd snort coke, but she wouldn't touch the peanuts.
Oh, my mama didn't. Oh, no, my mama was next to an angel. She's not down here. She's in the other place.
Purgatory?
Oh, maybe she would be there for a long time.
Or do you mean the other place?
Oh, the other, probably one of them other places. But I don't. But my whole family. So there was BB, my sisters BB, CC, DD, GG, and FF. Don't mess with FF.
Very musical family.
Then my brothers, Ron Cat, Poo Poo Man, Citrus, Sweatband, and Larry.
There's no like F sharp, B flat.
No.
No?
I don't get it.
Yeah,
Don't get it.
Not following that one, Ian.
Are you one of those musicians that can't read music, but you can play it forever?
I never learned to read music. No, we were just simple country farmers. We couldn't afford theory. We were all practice.
They just played. It's just wherever the hands take you. That's how you
Whatever
become a real
sounds
musician.
That's
good.
what made us so unconventional.
Wait. You're saying that becoming a good musician doesn't include sitting in your room alone, reading the same chapters over and over again in music theory books and not retaining any of it because of your horrible diagnosed ADHD. But really, you're like, this is the early 2000s. How diagnosed could this be? Should I just be running around?
That is exactly what I'm saying, except the early 2000s part.
Sure, of course.
If you said
It's universal truth.
1958, I'd have been right there with you.
So all, 12 of your family members tried peanuts for the first time?
Oh, for the first time, we always listen to Mama's rule not to get high on our old supply. Don't be mean. Don't eat that protein, she would say.
Oh, my God.
So we did not eat that legume that is the peanut until we were all in the AARP.
Oh, no.
And little did we know we were not supposed to eat that because we were definitely allergic to peanuts.
Wow, you think she would have mentioned that?
Or all those years being exposed to peanuts, you would have developed an immunity.
We were
at some point.
exposed because we were nearby, but we would not. Oh, we never ate one. We never ingested, never imbibed, never imbibed.
Yeah, that was the family slogan: never ingest, never imbibe.
Don't be a pest, never ingest.
Wow.
Yes.
And
Way
so
more musical, Ian.
we lived to ripe old ages. At least almost all my family did.
I was gonna so one of you survived?
Me. I lived longer than the rest.
Wow.
Because I didn't die for another 20 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Must
I
have been
lost
difficult.
BB, CC, DD, GG,
FF.
FF. Yeah, don't forget FF.
Can't forget FF.
Ron Cat, Poo Poo Man. I can still see him all today.
How did I forget Poo Poo Man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Citrus.
Right, of course. I mean, Poo Poo Man, what was he made fun of growing up?
No, not really.
No, not really?
No, Poo Poo Man had a mean streak.
Oh, okay. Well, he has to.
Oh yeah, when you grow up with the name Poo Poo Man, you better learn how to fight at an early age.
Right.
So he was in second grade beating up ninth graders. He made his own martial art.
What? Okay, what was it called?
I mean, it was just, we didn't call it. We were afraid to call it anything.
Right.
You can't call attention to the devil because then he really enters your life.
Well, really, I mean, down here, if you call attention to Lucifer, he just ignores you. He's busy.
Well,
He's very busy. Big Lou's very busy. I mean,
Yeah, or Cypher, if you want to call him.
he plays that aloof thing to make you love him even more.
Wow.
You're right.
So, I mean, Maceo, what, besides, I guess, busking and doing a couple other things, is there anything else you've kind of been doing during your time in hell?
Well, because you got to make a living in hell.
Gotta make a living.
It's the rat
Coin.
race.
Yeah, gremlin rubles.
Gremlin rubles, goblin yen.
Yeah.
You got to make that goblin yen.
Right.
Them rubles, yen.
And
I've
I've seen you
The
doing
devil
some
ducks.
different kind of busking.
Well, I've been, what I have to do. I do what I have to do.
Okay.
When you're a man of my advanced years, but you're still sexy, you got but one recourse to get them elderly ladies to fall in love with you and give you money. Yes, right. I'm hell's gigolo.
Wow.
I thought you were going to say your hell's like the producer's Zero Mostel type, like you're seducing the old women to.
Sometimes I
produce a
will tell
show
them
or-
lies that will make them think that I'm going to make them a star in hell.
Okay, this is another casting couch episode.
Oh, I'm not afraid to use a casting couch. I'm not afraid to.
Okay, I mean down here that's actually par for the course.
That's right, because
Yeah.
there'll be some pushing on the cushion, if you know what I mean.
I'd love to, Maceo,
Black leather cushion.
with the time that we have left here before we get to commercial break.
With
Ian,
the time that we have left.
with Ian, as you can see, he's the least funky, least sexy, least cool person on planet.
What are you talking about?
I mean, look at him. I would love
What's
for
that
you
sexy
to
about me?
give him a little. How would you funkify Ian?
Oh, first thing.
I'm plenty funky.
You're very
First
unfunky.
thing, I would get you some sunglasses.
Okay. I can conjure up some sunglasses. What kind of sunglasses would we conjure up for
Oh,
Ian?
I would get them the kind that are really dark on the top and get light, graduatedly light
Okay.
on the bottom.
Some gradient sunglasses.
Wow, I could never pull these off in life.
Oh no, but you don't need hair to wear glasses this cool.
Well, okay. It's a cool fact
Oh,
to
right,
learn a
I'm
little bit.
shiny. I'm all buffed
Now,
and shiny.
don't be afraid of your shine, boy. Just go ahead and put on this vest.
Okay.
I carry an extra vest.
Wow.
In my
A suede vest with lots of little tassels.
That's a nice vest of silk. Now they can see the sheen of your shoulders.
I always wondered why they had the tassels. I thought that looked weird, but now
No,
I'm
shake it.
twirling.
Shake it.
Well, watch
Ow.
me twirl.
Oh, shake it in. Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
What?
And shake it.
Plie.
But don't break it. No.
Grande.
No, don't go that low. Don't go that low. you got a hole in your pants.
Oh, well, it's
That's always kind of
everything
been there.
dangling.
I think he needs one
Lenny
more
Kravitz.
one more little piece, Maceo. What do you think? Maybe like a hat? I don't know, like a big funky hat.
Oh, I don't want to cover up that shiny head.
That's true.
Thank you.
Because everybody's going to need glasses when he comes in the room. They're going to be like, oh, we don't need the sun to shine in hell with Ian's bald head around.
We could give him like a goofy big instrument or maybe like some big boots.
You know what? He don't need a big instrument. He need a little one. You know what you need? Ian, you got to get you a piccolo. It takes a man with a lot of confidence to play the piccolo in public.
The good thing about a piccolo, very easy to prance around with it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's more portable than a pan flute.
Right.
And you see a lot of motherfuckers with pan flutes around here.
Yeah, and lutes.
Wow. Well, maybe we'll have to have. You could give Ian a couple lessons, and we'll see what happens.
I was just really hoping he was going to say keytar, but
no.
That's
new wave.
Keytar for you, no.
But
no sock.
It's funny because in hell, the keytar clearly belongs in hell, and yet everyone in hell hates the keytar so much. I haven't seen one.
Oh, wait until you start playing the piccolo in front of people. You're gonna see some rage flying around.
Okay, well maybe
high pitches.
Maybe during the commercial break, then you could like teach me some piccolo.
Yeah, we'll see if you can teach Ian some funk tactics right after this. We'll be back with more Nether Region Pod right after this. Hey, welcome back to the Nether Region Podcast. With us still is Maceo del Puddin, who has been teaching Ian a little bit of funky piccolo.
I've been trying. He keeps playing with super glue. Super glue and piccolos don't go together. Oh, they get too much together.
It's just these stupid lips of mine just won't work. I can't.
Yeah, your
explain
big,
it.
hairy, gross mustache that has a bunch of crumbs in it keeps getting in the way.
I think you mean very fashionable mustache.
You do got to fold your mustache back a little bit.
But I can't.
It's
it
curling over your
requires
lip.
2 hands. I can't hold the piccolo and fold the mustache
No,
back.
you need to be one of them demons with 4 or 6 hands.
I mean, I could probably get somebody to help me out, but then or maybe just a stand.
Yeah, you were trying to teach.
Does anyone have a piccolo stand? I'm just looking for a piccolo stand.
You need a mustache sash to strap back your mustache.
It's very sad. You were trying to teach Ian sexy cross buns, which is kind of like your starter funk song.
Oh yeah, that's every beginner got to learn.
Yeah.
Sexy cross buns.
Yeah, it's your blackbird.
It seems like it's just about little biscuits, but it's about booties.
Really?
Oh yeah, them hot cross buns.
That's right.
Yeah, that makes
Hot?
it sexy. Mm-hmm.
Buns.
hot
Oh
buns.
my God, I get it.
Takes Ian a little while to get it, but well, maybe we'll
Sometimes it
practice
takes
a
me
little bit
like
later.
20, 45 minutes to get it.
20, 45 minutes, but we're gonna have Ian sing,
No,
perform a little song.
To get it.
Oh boy, brother, the things I have to put up with, Maceo.
Oh. Well, I know it hurts a little bit.
I've got.
It's hard being a demon down here in hell.
Yeah. Playing with Ian kind of gives me the blues. I don't feel very funky sometimes.
Neither
know
do
what
I.
that feeling.
I don't.
But
feel
you know
funky
what
right
gets
now.
me funked up? Is this the wheel of torture?
Oh, that's a big ass wheel. Oh,
It is a big-ass wheel.
Look at the size of that wheel.
Yeah, we're gonna make Ian spin it, and it's gonna tell us what game we're gonna play.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a million choices.
That's right.
But it's so big, I really have to brace my pelvic bowl and make sure I don't injure myself when I spin it.
Yeah, well, I know you're well known for your pelvic floor exercises, so you won't poop yourself while you do it.
He gets it. He's an old man. He gets
Oh,
it.
yeah, you got to have a strong pelvic floor.
I don't know about that.
You're going to pee yourself.
Yeah.
And there's no worse hell than having to sit in wet adult diapers.
Or even just the little dribble. You think you're
Oh,
done, you tuck it away, and you're like, what's that down my leg?
Oh, and you're like, oh, my pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like every Liam Neeson photo.
Oh, yeah.
What?
He pees his pants a lot.
Oh,
What?
poor Liam Neeson.
You gotta Google it, Ian, but I won't let you have internet.
That's why they call him P.N. Meeson.
That is why they call
They
it
call
that.
him that.
That-
All right, Ian, get your little pelvic floor up there and spin this wheel.
Ha!
Oh, a nice little spin from Ian.
look at
Maceo, I don't want to put you on the
It was a
spot.
grand jeté.
It was a grand jeté, but
Oh, sorry, grand battement.
grand shitty is more like it is when you do something. But do you want to give a little funky music while this wheel spins?
It would be my pleasure. I'm gonna play my mouth bass.
Oh, round and round it goes.
Ow.
Where it stops. Nobody knows.
Ow.
See, look at this.
His bass sounds like one of the aliens from Mars Attacks.
Hey, I play all kinds of funky mouth bass.
All right.
I'm
There you
from
go.
all kinds of planets.
Tune yourself a little lower, I think. This is a sad alien. Just do what you're doing.
It's more of a waltz, but all right, it has landed on Dante or Don't-te.
No,
Why do you hate this game, Ian?
I have written 2 songs already for this game, and the more songs I have to make for the same game, the worse the songs get.
Are you embarrassed to say a shitty song in front of funk legend Maceo Del Puddin?
Well, this
I will be judging you harshly.
this one happens to be funk based.
Oh,
So
appropriate.
Funk based or funk based?
well, like based God,
Funk rock or funk rock?
funk rock. Oh, okay. You watch Stella.
Okay.
You watch Stella. You like Michael Ian Black.
Okay. All right, Ian's going to play this embarrassing song, Maceo, and we're going to see where it goes.
Oh, I will be judging you harshly. Ow.
Dante or Don't-te. It's like this or that. You got a chance to make, so you better make it. I'm a choice. What do you want?
Ow.
You want that Reese's cup?
Well,
Go ahead and have it. Don't worry about all the wax inside, yeah. Oh, you didn't know about the wax inside of a Reese's cup? Well, if you let it melt, then let it solidify. You'll see all these little white spots on it. It's like mold, but it's not. It's a Reese's cup. It looks gross, but that means you're just seeing it for what it really is. Make your choice.
yeah.
Eat that delicious wax with its patented orange wrapping.
Wow,
Or don't.
Wow. Ow.
Wow.
It was informational and funky.
Wow.
That is the nicest thing anyone said to me down here.
Oh, I have written a number of nutritional value songs.
Oh, yeah. You,
Nicest. I didn't even think about Reese's peanut butter in it. You did peanuts.
I know, and you did
Family
bring back a
died.
lot of my family
I didn't mean
death.
to put that on you.
It was triggering.
That's right. One of your biggest songs was the correct temperature to cook a turkey to.
Oh yeah, 165. If you want to stay alive, 145 for the thighs. Yeah.
And then so you don't get salmonella or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, we don't want
Stay
we
alive.
don't want people dying from. Oh, and I wrote a whole song about the nutritional difference between sweet potato pie and the other one, the yam.
Yams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Now, did you know about the wax inside of Reese's cups?
Oh, no.
Because if you have it sit out and it melts
Oh,
and then it
no.
re-solidifies, you'll see it's like covered in these white spots.
and that's the wax.
And right, you think it's moldy, but really you just realize how much wax there is in that
you got
chocolate.
to collect that chocolate wax and make a nice funky candle. It smells so.
Actually, we
nice.
have one right here.
That's a whole Reese's wax candle.
yeah.
Oh
It's
my
just
God,
a
it's
lump.
so big.
It's brown and orange.
Let's
It's
light it.
It looks disgusting.
lighting the candle.
Oh, smell that! It smells like my whole family dying.
Ooh, very
It's about
sad.
par for the course down here, yeah. It smells like all the debt I accrued when I was alive.
Ooh.
You spent all your money on Reese's, huh?
Well, it's more like I just bought a lot of Reese's with credit on high interest loans.
You bought a lot of candy on high interest loans.
Yeah.
Oh no, they giving it away free every Halloween. You just got to do a little more work one day a year.
He's an idiot.
No, but I'd collect them on Halloween, and then they'd get hot during the summer, and then they'd melt, and then I'd be like, "Oh, this
you
wax
make a
looks
candle.
gross." What?
Then you'd make a candle.
I should have, and then I should have sold them on Etsy.
Oh, you could have made a mint on Etsy.
All the things I could have made on Etsy.
If only, Ian, if only. All right, we're going to play a little game called Dante or Don't here, Maceo. And
then what does that mean exactly?
what do you mean? What does that mean?
Dante or Dante? It's the third
Dante.
time. I don't get it.
Dante.
Yeah, Inferno.
Dante's Inferno.
I get that.
Dante or Don't. Would you? Dante means you would do that.
Uh-huh.
Don't means you would not do that.
I follow.
So Dante's like Virgil?
Oh, Ian.
I don't get it.
That was a literary joke. I don't get it.
He's a literary joke. He's also a comedic joke.
Oh.
He's also a movie joke.
I'm also a
was
failed
Jean Valjean.
failed commercial
Oh.
producer, failed commercial director, failed musical theater
It's
performer.
important to be a multi-hyphenate.
It's the only way to survive in this industry.
This is an interesting one. Dante or Don't live in a world with no music or live in a world with no movies? Dante or Don't? I wonder which side you guys are going to be on.
Well, I haven't seen too many movies that didn't have music.
By the way, I like the way you talk. Even when you're thinking, you're making music. You're going, wow.
That's my thinking sound.
Yeah, you can fill any amount of time you need. Just go, oh.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of hip gyrations, too.
I can't stop these hips. It's a medical condition.
Yeah, I could just see if you were pondering.
You have the same thing that a lot of German shepherds have, but like the opposite. It's not dysplasia.
Oh,
it's gyratia.
It's gyratia. Oh, I got it from my grandfather, Crazy Legs Ray. He was a famous blues musician. He had crazy legs, and that's why he got his name, Crazy Legs Ray.
Wow.
Didn't you have another cousin that was a dancer, Gyratia?
Gyratia. Oh, yeah. Her little sister, Propecia, would fix people's hair problems. So
And then
Gyratia.
Propecia, she would give her Rudy gas.
Yeah.
Light their stoves.
My cousins, yeah, they wild. They wild.
Dante or Don't live in a world with no music or live in a world with no movies, Ian?
I know it's weird to say because I wanted to get into film, but I actually would say no movies. 'Cause,
Wow.
Like music, you can incorporate into every part of your life, right?
Yeah.
Like you're walking around, you're talking to people. It's like more social.
Okay.
Movies is like something you do while you're alone,
So
basically.
you, Dante, live in a world with...
I don't get it.
You, Dante, you live in a world with... You have to say it in the form...
Dante,
That I make you say it.
live in a world with music.
No movies.
With no movies.
You
and
Dante.
I Dante live in a world without music.
Wow.
It's like
Incredible.
a double negative. Doesn't make any sense.
And now that you
You're
know
in
how
hell.
to play the piccolo, you can stop watching movies.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I can play the piccolo better than I can shoot a film, and we all know I can't play the piccolo.
Yeah, Ian is frequently, before he learned what a camera was, he would actually pull out a gun and shoot movies.
Oh, just shooting reels.
Yeah, I'd buy all these Blu-rays from Best Buy, and I'd say, "Oh, I'm going to be I'm shooting a film over the next week," and I just spent a lot of money on bullets and Blu-rays.
Did you at least walk 50 paces away and get
Yeah.
into a shooter stance?
I mean, because obviously ballet, right, which I've
Uh-huh.
been talking about, is a lot like sword fighting, which so like you kind of get into this whole thing of like your body position.
Right, that's
when
the way
you're-
Keanu Reeves do it.
What?
He dances. Oh, when he's shooting up motherfuckers, he's dancing.
John
Oh,
Wick.
yeah, John Wick. Very
yeah.
fluid with his shots in that movie.
Oh yeah, he could do one hand, two hand, backhand, forehand.
You could have him on as like a background dancer on your band.
Oh yeah, he would be very smooth.
Right, yeah.
And he's a real gentleman. He would give up his seat for you.
You like that. You respect a real
I
gentleman.
respect a real gentleman.
And he's
Yeah.
not going to touch any woman on the hip.
No, he'll leave that to me, Maceo Del Puddin. I will.
Well,
touch
Maceo
all
Del Puddin-
available hips.
Live in a world with no music or live in a world with no movies.
I have made so much music. If it all went away, that would be the real hell.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
That's my little slice of heaven here in hell. Listening to myself, thinking about music. And if I had to stop thinking about music and listening to myself, that would be terrible.
Can we just listen to you thinking for like 10 seconds?
Okay, all right. I was putting together a shopping list.
Lettuce. Swiss cheese.
I don't eat leafy greens.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But I did eat. Did want some milk. I am lactose intolerant, but I can't stop having milk.
Lactose
things.
intolerant. And you're allergic to peanuts.
Peanuts,
Are you
oh.
sure you weren't a small child alive in the early 2000s? 'Cause
Oh.
you sound like it.
It does sound like that, but I died in the early 2000s or the late 2000s, in the mid to late early 2000s. 2009, we'll see.
Okay, that's not early at all.
Ballpark. Time is
Although when
irrelevant.
it comes to the 2000s as a millennium, it's early.
It's real early.
Okay,
That's right.
That's
It's
confusing.
early to late.
Here's another one for you guys. Dante or Dante have faux leather as skin or have leaves for hair.
Are the leaves gonna like fall off and die every fall?
You would have
or autumn?
leafy hair. It would fall out and then it would grow back and it would fall out and it would grow back.
Walking around like I am Groot. Oh, no, thank you. I want that fake leather.
You would
there's
get
nothing-
very hot in the sun though, and it would feel all sticky.
Oh, but there's nothing like a 1982 Cordoba, which was a Dodge Cordoba. It was a lovely car.
Yeah.
It had rich Corinthian leather, which was Corinthian must have been a word that meant plastic, because it was the rich plastic leather. Oh, and I made so much sweet love on them seats.
Oh my God!
Easy to clean. You can just hose them down.
Yeah, you had a whole album.
Wipe it off.
You had a whole album, a concept album, really about love making in a 1982.
The pleasure of
Dodge Cordoba.
pleather. That's right. The pleasure of pleather. It was very pleatherable.
I feel like it'd be sweaty and slippery in the
Oh,
summer
yeah,
though. Like,
uh-huh.
how are you gonna?
Oh no, that's right. It's
That's
sweaty and
right.
slippery.
No, but you don't have the proper amount of force is the wrong word.
It's all in how you look at. Is it lemons or lemonade?
Yeah.
It's sweaty and sticky all at once.
People called that your heavy petting sounds album
Uh-huh.
because it had like so much weird concepts and things going on. in
I
it.
invented ASMR, and it was
Mostly squeaky.
close-up sound of flesh on pleather on a hot day.
And the sloshing of all the sweat.
It was sloshing.
That one actually gets a lot of play down here. We listen to a lot of things like
It's torture noises.
yeah, torture noises. But
Yeah. And you made that album at the time, but now you can see it for what it is. Torture noises.
I understand how it's being employed, but when you're an artist, you take a lot of swings. A lot of swings.
right,
Sometimes they're gold, sometimes they're just lumps of clay.
right.
That's right. That's why, it's actually kind of enriching for me as an artist down here to have to rewrite these songs about the same games over and over again, because sometimes you write a song, a funkadelic song about the wax in a Reese's cup, and you lose the rhythm, but God damn it, you get up and you do it again.
That's right. Oh, the rhythm is deep in your heart.
Right.
Other people may not see it or hear it or be able to detect it at all.
And even if it doesn't come out of my mouth the right way or anything like that.
Even though it sounded a lot like gibberish with a few recognizable words.
And I did fuck up a pretty important lyric
it
as
was-
well.
Well, you wouldn't be failed comedian in Hamilton if you didn't fuck up the one thing I let you do.
That's true.
You would be in heaven if you were capable.
Huh. Wonder if that's true. Am I down here just because I'm such a failure? I failed at too many things. I should have just failed at one thing and I'd be in heaven right now.
Oh, yeah.
I should have just picked up sewing.
It's
and
hard
been
for
no
Maceo
good.
to understand you or understand like anything about you because he's so successful at being funky and sexy and doing cool stuff.
But I still ended up in the same place as you.
That's true.
Because I had some predilections.
True. I'm not as interesting at thinking as you are, though. I don't know. I think.
Yeah, let's hear a little bit of your thinking.
Oh, no. That sounds like a prank phone call.
Sounds like the Jerky Boys or the Jerk Off Boys, really.
Wait, I'm sorry. I was so deep
Sound
in my
like
own thoughts, I didn't hear you.
The back row of a porno movie theater.
Let me try again.
Ugh. Sounds like a sad ghost child.
Oh, I am repulsed.
Sorry, I was thinking about the best day of my life.
Oh, that's sad.
That time you got that stupid ice cream cone? The birthday cake ice cream on the
Yeah, at the Jersey Shore when I was
boardwalk?
13.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
All right,
Good
boys.
memory. That was the best vacation I ever had. But,
Faux
yeah.
leather skin or leaves his hair? Dante or Dante there,
Oh,
Maceo?
yeah, I'm all about the faux leather
think you're about
skin.
the
I
leather.
think so too.
Do not. I do
For
not,
you, I mean.
I do not want my hair to be unbelievable.
But your skin being unbelievable is fine.
Oh, that's right. I was just mixing the word leaf in with my hair.
It sounds like I've been
Unbelievable.
rubbing
It went
off
over
on
Ian's
you.
head, much like, because it is quite slick back. It went right over his head.
Oh, it just slid right off. Like,
I think I'm going with leaves as hair because, like, I shaved my head for 2 years. I kind of
Yeah.
liked it.
Right.
And, like, sometimes I think I should go back to it. So,
Okay.
like, I kind of like that I'd have variety.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be able to, it fall on the ground and come back up, it fall on the ground and come
Right?
back
Make
up.
someone else pick it up.
oh,
Ruin the environment by, like, blowing it all over the place for no
the
reason.
leaves ruin the environment.
Well, you know, it's just
I
like...
think it's like a recycle, reuse kind of thing.
No, I mean, leaf blowers, gas-powered leaf blowers, you know, it's not good.
You're so sustainable and environmentally conscious, Ian.
Yeah, it's just down here in hell. I'm just thinking of all the little ways I could improve things, you know, on Earth.
I will keep thinking.
So if I get to haunt if at any point you let me haunt people,
Maybe.
that's probably
if you
what I'm
if
gonna
you would
start
actually
doing.
behave and be a good boy and stay in your cage and not hang out.
I escape my cage all the time.
Escapes his little cage.
Oh, that's very naughty.
I might let you do a couple hauntings because that would be torturous. Maybe I could link up with another devil or demon, let you torture as a form of torture by proxy.
This is too much explanation.
It all makes sense in my head. Last one here, boys. Dante or Dante have shark gills or a giraffe neck? You
Could
could
they have to be shark gills? Can
Yes.
they just be normal fish gills?
No. Can't have trout gills or
What about
northern
salmon?
or salmon gills or northern pike gills or walleye gills or
What
bass
about a
gills.
sunfish?
No. Sharks. Sharks only.
Yeah, them shark gills, you got to keep them, the water flowing through. You can't ever be still if you want to breathe.
That's
Sharks
right.
can't stop moving. A trout can just lay around for
Yeah.
a while and just stay
You could-
still.
Yeah.
Never stop moving, you'd never stop grooving, but at the same time, Maceo, that long neck.
I know, your head would be bobbing. Everyone would see what you're doing.
What kind of notes could you get with a neck that long?
Oh, you would not miss anything because you would see over every crowd.
Is that a phrase people use to like, hey, quit laying trout. Help me out with the dishes.
Yeah, I think I've heard that was the old timer thing that people use. My grandmama used to say that. Oh, quit laying trout, boy. Get in here, dude. You ain't no count. Quit laying trout. That's trifling.
Oh, did you used to like to count things?
Oh, no.
Like count like as in music?
Uh-huh.
Three,
but I never
4,
learned
4,
theory.
4.
I was always on the 2s and the 4s.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Always on the 2s and the 4s. The eternal bass player.
Uh-huh.
Do you not play bass in 3/4?
You play it with the rhythm section. It's part of the rhythm section, Ian.
Educate your minion.
I don't know. There's no educating him. He doesn't. Like you said, he reads. He sees one thing. It's like a hamster wheel. He goes through them. He has shark gills in the form of his brain, and like it just all flows.
It
through.
has to keep moving.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
no time to focus on what I'm talking about or what I said a moment ago.
Right.
I have to keep moving.
You're gonna play it on the kick drum and the hi hat. Am I right there? What are we doing here?
I
the
think you can be
snare.
all over the place. You know, I got a request
Oh.
from you two gentlemen. It
Oh,
just
whoa.
came to my mind.
Wow.
That I've been trying to. You were asking about laying trout. There's a phrase.
and I
that-
don't mean fucking fish.
Oh no! No one even thought that.
No one had any
I
clue
thought
of that. Do you want to
nobody-
fuck fish?
That's
No.
subliminal message you
Yeah.
are thinking about.
No.
Oh, you quit eyeballing that tray
I'm
of
looking
fish.
at your hair right now, and it's doing
My-
something to me.
Yeah, it makes you have erotic thoughts. This
Erratic thoughts.
erratic.
That's very
That's
problematic.
right.
You have a request for us?
Oh yeah, you were talking about phrases that used to be said. There's a phrase that I'm trying to get people to actually incorporate.
This is what I do. See, he's doing what I do, which
But
is
he's doing
try
it
to
better
come
and
up
he's
with a
doing it
phrase and
cooler.
make people do it.
Yeah,
Say
I'm
it.
trying to get people to say, Welks. Like if somebody says to you, thanks, they can't say the whole thank you. You can just say welks.
Wow.
So let's practice real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks.
Welks.
Oh, I feel very welcome.
Welks.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, look.
Do you see how it works? It's an abbreviate. It saves everybody so much time.
I just feel like I'm too white to say Welks.
No. This is a
I'm
loophole.
too Irish. I
This
don't
is
think
a
it
loophole
works.
down here in hell because you really are not supposed to be saying you're welcome or thank you down here in hell because those are
cuss words.
Those are pleasurable words.
Yeah, down
You don't
here.
thank anybody. You don't, but I could say welks and get around that loophole.
That's
I
right.
like
You can
what
say
you're thinking
welks
about.
all day.
Ooh.
The devil won't know what you're talking about. I'll be like, welks. Ooh, like in Lawrence? You mean Lawrence?
I
You
don't
mean
know
like
who
a-
that is.
Lawrence Welks?
You mean like
Oh.
a stag or something? Were you trying to say like a offshoot of a deer? An elk? No.
No.
A whale elk.
A whale elk. That would be a very
Welks.
mysterious being.
Ooh, that's
who
a cryptid.
probably does not have a giraffe neck.
No, I would go with giraffe neck because I have this gravelly voice, and I think it would let me sing better.
Wow. Okay.
It would let me sing better.
He was a little flat, don't you think, there, Maceo?
I think he needs that giraffe neck. Then he can sing better.
Yeah, I'm aware of my
just said it.
shortcomings.
He just
I'm
said
okay
shortcomings
at a
because
lot
he
of
needs that
things.
giraffe neck.
Yeah. He does. He has a very short neck.
He's got an unusually short neck. It looks like he's just nervous about something because his shoulders up so
Yeah,
close
I'm not
to his ear
shrugging
hole.
my shoulders. This is just how I look.
Oh, he's got a short neck.
Oh,
He's
boy.
got short neck man syndrome.
Yeah, it's actually deadly. I wonder if that's how I died.
Potentially.
Oh man.
Maceo, shark gills or giraffe's neck? Dante or Dante?
Yeah, I'm gonna go giraffe neck.
Wow.
So I can see
No.
over any crowd.
Make him say it.
I'm not going to do that to Dante or
Dante,
Dante.
giraffe neck.
Only if you
Dante,
want to do it
shark-
very funky.
Don't think the shark neck. Don't
Shark
think,
gills.
Don't take the shark gill. Ow. But that giraffe neck is my thrill. I said
Wow.
giraffe neck is my thrill.
Wow.
Don't take.
Beautiful. Incredible.
Wow.
Claps.
Wow.
Golf claps all around, Maceo. I love it. I love it when
Just
Ian...
golf claps.
I love it when Ian gets shamed by a real musician. It's just...
It
feels
happens so
good.
often on Earth. It makes me feel alive, actually, that he's shaming me.
Yeah. Well, speaking of shaming, Maceo, we got to get to our last little segment here.
Oh.
I need a new, clever, unique way to torture Ian.
Torment.
And what I need from you is I need to know, Maceo, what is your personal hell?
Oh. Well, there's a few
Love it.
things.
I love
I
when you
could just...
think.
Yeah, it's just fantastic.
You know how sometimes when somebody's breathing and their nose just kind of whistle and make that make that whistle noise because there's a booger up there,
Yeah,
or some
yeah.
A plethora of nose hairs
Oh,
that
yeah.
creating that that nose whistle. Oh, that make me so mad.
Oh, okay. Wow, that is a personal hell. This is a great one because Ian is... He doesn't boogie like you do, but he is a booger. He is something gross that you want to shoot out as fast as possible. So I think, Ian, I am going to turn you into a life-size piece of snot.
Oh.
You know, like the really gross, disgusting, crusty kind that's like up there and attached to like the side, and you're like, have to really dig it out. And you're like, am I fucking peeling my brain out right now?
I'm the snot.
You're the snot.
It took me a minute, but what you're talking about is misophonia, and it's when you really hate listening to people breathe or eat. So actually, it sounds like
misophonia. I used to date her back in the late 60s. We were very polite back then. We would say misophonia.
Right.
And she would call me Mr. Del Puddin. I say, misophonia, what you want to do?
She kind of broke your heart, though, and that's what sort of led you down a path of just making love
she
to as
wasn't
many
just annoying.
That's
women
right.
as possible.
And that's right. She broke my heart. And now I can't think of anything but her whenever I hear a nose whistle. And I hate it.
So you're going to be a booger with a broken heart.
Wow.
Song title.
Booger
With a broken heart.
Oh, yeah. It writes itself. Oh.
Wow.
Ian, rate that on your little Ian scale and let us know what it being a booger with a broken heart feels like.
I mean, this sounds pretty bad. I think that that being a booger with a broken heart, because I mean, I was a sad boy in the early 2000s to mid 2000s.
Yeah.
You know, I was just a classic "why don't girls like me" sad boy.
Incel.
So the broken heart I can relate to.
Yeah.
And then, eventually, it turns to rage. Obviously.
Oh, that's what happens when you're ignored for too long. You need to be
Right.
noticed.
No, they're the problem.
Uh-huh.
I'm not the problem because I'm a booger. They're the problem because they don't like me. Why doesn't anyone like me?
Why don't they pick you? Ow.
Right.
If you're a booger, why don't they pick you?
I saw where that was going and I loved it.
Incredible.
I'm gonna have to give that one half-eaten stale Pop-Tart.
Wow.
Oh, is that a rating scale?
It makes complete sense. See, you get it. You get it. You
Ian
see-
has also failed at any form
No.
of hard science. So he does not know how to create scales. I don't think he even knows what scales are.
No, I do. A, B, C, D.
No, those are
E.
his sisters.
That's like those are my. Quit talking about my sisters. You're triggering me. You're bringing back a lot of memories.
Sorry.
A.
B flat, F sharp. Those are probably not the right notes.
They are not the right notes and not the full names. Of my
Yeah.
sisters.
So that is a horrible fate, and that is one half-eaten stale Pop-Tart.
I think we
left on the
did good
kitchen
here,
counter.
Maceo. I think I don't really know what it means, but Ian seems dejected by it, so I think we did a good
It's
job.
bad. It's very bad.
All right. Well, then my work here is done. Ow.
We're fellow humans. You should be on my side.
Nah.
Well, my great grandmother, when she was still alive, when I was but a child, she said, "Never trust nobody whose name starts with a vowel, and if they only have 3 letters, double down on that mistrust."
There is so much in hell that has to do with vowels and grammar.
Yeah, there really
Remember,
is.
you're not allowed into heaven
Yeah.
if you have 2 vowels that are the same in
a
a
row?
row.
Oh,
yeah, like
no,
Peter
that's-
O'Toole isn't allowed in heaven. Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, so anyone whose name is Ow, like
Oh, that would.
yeah, OOH.
Oh,
Can you both just give a big O right at the? Just do it both at the same time.
Ow.
Well, I don't know about you, but I just heard that sound of a Hellcat.
Ow! It's got me.
And for no reason at all, that kind of reminds me of actor, comedian, writer, director, and educator Ric Walker. Now, Maceo del Puddin,
uh-huh.
do you know anything about that Ric Walker?
Oh, he does that Shakespeare, but it doesn't like to learn lines, so it makes it up.
You're talking about improvised Shakespeare.
Oh, that's every week. Oh, he's always doing that.
Where's he doing that at?
At another place that you can't trust. The I-O. That's 2 letters. That's 2 vowels in a row.
Oh my
I-O
God.
Theater.
In Chicago, Illinois?
Uh-huh.
That's where I'm from.
Oh, no.
Weird.
That is such a coincidence.
Yeah.
That means that some brimstone's gonna boil and somebody's gonna fry a little bit. So watch where you step, because you're probably gonna step in it.
Probably step in the Chicago River.
That will burn your skin just as bad as that
it's
brimstone
bad.
will.
It's bad.
Oh.
Wow, incredible. Is there anywhere you could find Ric Walker or anything else to plug there?
Oh, you should probably just look at him. He does a lot of shows, but they're not going up right now.
Fair enough.
Just look for him doing that improvised Shakespeare for the next couple months.
Got it. Fantastic. Well, Ian,
Wow.
does that sound of a Hellcat? I wonder what that makes you
Of course,
think
it reminds me of my family up on Earth, who
course,
is
it reminds me of my
incredibly
family up on
busy
Earth.
trying to pay off my various debts that I left from all my frivolous spending via high-interest loans and credit cards. And so they've actually had to turn to busking in order to try to pay off my debts. And they're doing street magic, and everybody hates them.
Yeah.
They're not good at magic. They're new
Right.
to it.
Nobody likes to be fooled. That's all that magicians do.
And it makes them mad when they're like, I wanted to be fooled, but you're so bad at it. I completely understand how the trick is done.
Right. They keep your
Right.
Aunt Aloysius Hamilton keeps like revealing a lot of the tricks, and now a
Right.
bunch of other magicians are very pissed at your family.
Right. They'll say, you know how I did that was.
Yeah.
And then, the Magicians Alliance is after them and they're suing them. So they're not doing a very good job of paying off the tremendous amount of debt that I left on Earth. So please send money to my Venmo account at Hamilchin. Any amount of money will do. My family has access to that, and that just helps them a lot.
Wow.
One day you'll get a Patreon.
What? God willing.
God willing.
Sorry. Lucifer willing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget who pays who butters your bread.
That's
Down
right.
here, yeah. It's not if Lucifer buttered my bread, I would be so
Right, you would be
thrilled.
very
But
lucky.
down here, it's just lesser imps and demons.
Yep.
The butter is my butt, or the butter is
Whoa.
What?
the
What?
bread.
More of that erratic
Well, don't-
erotic
so
thing.
my
Don't
butt.
spread that around.
Well, of course, you can find us. You can email us, netherregionpod@gmail.com. You can find us on the social media hellscape at netherregionpod. You can, of course, skullfuck the like button on YouTube. Ian, would you like me to say? You can finger blast.
Finger blast the
review.
5-star rating and finger
Bang.
bang the keyboard and
Write a review.
Oh,
Yeah.
bang it out.
Bang it out.
Bang out that review, everybody.
Ian-
Give it real pleasure while you're doing it.
Another
We want to hear it yelp.
Another podcast in the banks, Ian. How you feeling?
I feel terrible. This is once again the worst moment of my death.
Lovely. Maceo Del Puddin, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. I can't wait to see you fold back that mustache and play that piccolo.
Ian, you want to play a little piccolo for us while we take us out? Oh. Oh my God.
You need to sash back that
Oh my
mustache.
God.
Oh, my pelvic floor.
Oh no.
I just let
Ian's
loose.
having an
Oh,
accident.
it just got real funky in here. Oh no.
There's only one last thing to say after that, and that's get the hell out of here.